Alright guys, so I'm uploading one video here, just ignore that and ignore that. I am taking some advice from Hellbound Heathen and debunking some of these 700 Club things that have to do with witchcraft. And as a former fundamentalist Christian and now witch, I have some advice and views from both perspectives. So let's dive in. I was inspired to make some of these videos because there's a lot of misnomers about witchcraft and just misinformation that people, especially Christians, use to gain power for their own religion and thus people's money. That's basically that's basically it. You control the people, you control their beliefs, you control their money. So yeah, let's see what this is.
Their sister had to go and take all the guns from the house and hide them and just to keep me safe, because I was at a really serious stage. I planned on how I was going to do it.
So at this point, they don't really have a huge clip. This chick just started talking. So at this point, you should probably go see a therapist, probably a family therapist, somewhere where you feel safe and you can talk about your issues, you can talk about your mental health. But, as to put it in the words of Hellbound, something tells me that this did not happen. Something tells me that you turned to God for all of your, and then your problems melted away.
Brooke Gardner was only 11 when persistent feelings of hopelessness put her on the verge of suicide. Her parents took her to a psychiatrist who prescribed medication, but it did little to alleviate her despair.
And obviously she needs different medication, or different psychiatrist, and more therapy. If something's not working, then try something new. But going to a mental health professional is definitely the route you should take.
Really just numbed me. It made me, I didn't have any thoughts or really feelings anymore.
You're on the wrong medication. That's what happens when you have the wrong medication.
I kind of just walked around like a zombie.
After a year, she searched for other ways to cope with her depression.
I had started looking online about spells and about Wicca, and went and bought some spell books. I started doing these spells in my room. I was burning lots of sage, and you know, I thought they were positive spells, and they were gonna...
Okay, so let me just explain to you what witchcraft is. Witchcraft is a practice. It's kind of like, well, it's like on the same, like if you practice yoga, you don't necessarily, you know, if you want, you can not practice a religion along with it, but you just, you know, you do the exercises and it's therapeutic. That's exactly what witchcraft is. It's therapeutic, it's ritual. That's why I do it, because it's therapeutic and I can't afford a psychiatrist, so the sage makes me feel better. Excuse me while I almost cry here. Alright, onward. It's what I was trying to say is that it's not some satanic thing where you just summon a devil or something. No, the witchcraft and Satanism is like they're not even close. They're not even associated. A lot of religious people like to put them together to try and justify why, you know, people of other religions and other practices are happy and they lead fulfilling lives. It's because they're in league with the devil, and you better be a Christian and give the church your money. That's basically it.
My depression. I thought that by controlling the environment that I could control my feelings.
Performing the spells also gave her a sense of power.
I just wanted to connect to something more powerful.
Okay, this is not a witchcraft book. This is about the different signs and symbols. This is not telling you how to do it. I mean, obviously, no. No, this is just an informational book. You can get like actual witchcraft books and stuff that tell you how to, you know, do it, and, you know, make your environment more homely, make it more of a environment about you, and just make yourself feel at home and safe. That's basically it. I mean, there's all kinds of different spells for different purposes, and a large majority of them, as I found, are not really malicious. If you're doing malicious spells, that you're just a bad person. Just saying.
You want to be bigger and better than a lot of the people around you. You know, everyone better stay away from me or you're gonna get it.
Okay, this part in her hair, shit. I need to go back like 2 seconds. Alright, this is bothering the shit out of me. Like, fucking do your hair. This comb over thing is not working. I don't know when this was made. Hold on, when was this made? Oh, 2016? Girl, you should have better hair than this. It ain't the 90s. Besides that, what she's talking about, you know, feeling better and more confident in yourself, is definitely a benefit to, like, practicing witchcraft. Because, like I said, it is therapeutic, and you are meditating and, like, centering yourself and becoming more in tune with your environment instead of always being at odds with it. So, yeah, it does apply a lot of psychology, but if you're having these kinds of issues, like this lady's having, like as far as mental health, you definitely need to go to a mental health professional. It's not a fix-all for your problems, you know. Even I have to go seek, you know, mental health help. Everyone does, you know. And if somebody says, "Oh, I don't need any, you know, mental help," they're obviously in denial. So, yeah. So they make it out to be something dark and satanic. Oh, I thought it was good spells, but a demon chewed my leg off or something. It's not that way at all. I mean, maybe I'll make a paranormal video, but that's a way different, like, category from, like, witchcraft by itself. It's literally just, like, going and gathering shit. I go into the woods, I gather, like, materials and stuff, so, like, evergreen is really good for, like, a protection, and, it smells really good when burned. It smells good in your house. You know, it kind of gives a fresh kind of, rebirthing feeling. A sense of renewal, you know, that's you know, that's just an example. But my point is, it's really, really not all this weird dark shit that Christians love to smear on it. It's just, nah.
You know, everyone better stay away from me or you're gonna get it.
But one night, Brooke
Okay, that is called being prideful. You should definitely not do that. That's calling, yeah, no, if somebody wrongs you, they've already got their karma coming to them. Like, if somebody wrongs somebody else, it creates an imbalance. So, you don't really have to do anything, you know. I wouldn't try and go take revenge. Just stay away from that kind of shit. Unless you know what you're doing, which 11-year-old chick over here does not.
Discovered the magic she thought was helping her and invited an unexpected presence into her life.
I was sleeping, and beside me was this, like, dark figure, and it was...
Oh no, a dark figure! Ooh! Okay, your house is hella haunted. That's all that is. Either that or you tried to summon something, which is never a good idea. Like, they say don't be, you know, looking at the Ouija boards alone. They fucking mean it. I mean, not that, you know, not every Ouija board is going to work, obviously. But it's just an example. Yeah, no. Either this is made up or her house was haunted and she just didn't know how to deal with it. Which I find is the case for a lot of people. Somebody I know practiced witchcraft and now they're a Christian and they found out I practiced witchcraft and they're like, oh, things were haunting me. I'm like, I've already gone to that stage. I kicked them the hell out. I dealt with it. I didn't run away and get all scared, and, you know, you have to take control of your life. You can't just, you know, get scared. It's something stupid that they do.
Like touching the bed, and like right beside me, I don't know what it was doing or why it like had one of its hands on me. And I woke up and I like still felt something with its hand on me. At that moment, I couldn't even...
So wait a minute. You were asleep and you saw this dark figure, and then you woke up and you still felt it there but didn't see... You're not making any sense. You're literally just saying buzzwords that scare Christians.
Scream or make a noise. I was so scared that whatever this was still in the room. You know, after a while, it went away.
Despite her fear, Brooke continued practicing witchcraft, and her condition only got worse.
I didn't feel more powerful. Actually, really more so I felt powerless. And
Okay, so you're doing it wrong, number 2. Number 1, you need to go get either new medication, different medication, see the therapist again, get a new therapist, get multiple, you know, opinions as to what's going on. Because obviously you have some mental health issues, and, you know, summoning the shit out of your floor is not going to help. Obviously.
I felt like a failure. It didn't make me feel any better than what I was. It just got me deeper and deeper into...
That's called mental health issues, honey. It's called depression. There's medication for that. And obviously your parents are not helping out here. Because, you know, it's stupid.
Depression.
Brooke lived with a debilitating depression for 3 years, going on and off various medications.
Okay. Were you talking to somebody? Were you seeking medical professional help? Obviously, some medications are not going to work for you, but you can't be going on and off medication. You know, when you're taking a medication, you need to consistently take it, and it might be a couple of weeks before it actually starts working, depending on the medication. Okay.
Then, when she was 14, she woke up one morning to find something had changed.
I told the doctor, I said, listen, I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened, but I no longer have depression and never experience that state of depression or that oppression again. It's gone.
But what remained was her need to have meaning and control in her life. And while she kept casting spells, she also started reading her father's dusty King James Bible, hoping she might find some answers there.
I read in
Okay, so a book that's over like 2,000 years old and horribly outdated and advocates for like rape and slavery and all kinds of things is going to give you answers into your life. Yes, this makes 100% sense. Also, you know, you don't just wake up one morning, oh, my depression is gone. No, it's not how that works. You work through your issues with the help of a therapist. Ta-da! And you know, within, you know, years or months, you'll understand why you feel ways, and sometimes it's just like chemical imbalance. Well, you feel bad. It's not for like any particular reason or a practical one. It's because sometimes the chemicals in your brain are just like, all right, sad now for no reason. That happens too, and that's why you take medication, and that's why you talk about things. Sky Daddy isn't gonna like solve all your problems, is basically the entirety of this video. With witchcraft isn't this demon summoning thing that people use. It's literally, most witches don't even believe in demons or that Satan is a thing. Like, no.
the book of Leviticus how God's not pleased with people who practice witchcraft and practice that kind of thing. So
this was all put together when the new church, the Christian church was starting, the Bible. And there were a couple of books, and they just put them all together, and they added and took out stuff and put in filler and all kinds of stuff. And it kind of goes back to that, oh, well, this the witchcraft and practices and other beliefs are in competition with our religion for resources, people, and, you know, money. So what do? We're just like, burn the witches. That's their answer.
That's what really gripped me. Really believing all my life that it was okay to do those things. So after that, I took all my books, everything that I had to do with it, and I threw them all in the trash and just turned away from all of those things.
Alright, if you want to be spiritual, totally your thing. Most people who practice witchcraft are pretty chill. They're okay with people with other beliefs. They're not sitting there condemning people and telling them to bottle up their feelings because God says so and God's always the answer and you don't have to grow up and deal with your problems based in reality. No! Witches are usually pretty chill. Now, I can't speak for all of them, but the ones that I have met, like myself, don't really give a shit about, you know, your personal beliefs, and it's more like everybody's cool and everybody respects each other, everybody communicates, as far as I know. I mean, I know there's all kinds of people, but like, there's not one thing that says, hey, hate on other people because they don't believe exactly what we believe. Don't, you know, cast stones at somebody who's gay. Don't try, you know, don't put to death a woman who's not a virgin. You know, nowhere does anybody advocate for this outside of heavy religions. And if they do, well, they're a part of a cult like this one. So I guess the rest of this video is just going to be Christian propaganda, and I don't really want to talk about it, honestly. Alright, I guess that's where I end this one. Send me any suggestions for videos you want me to comment on or, you know, go through, and we'll see if we can find more information. Alright, bye.